and welcome back to the Reaper. Stop showing off you two. So we've done normal landing, we've done slightly short landing and takeoff, and yep, that. And now we're going to do the vertical because we've got some endorphins. What's that word? Endorphins in this, and we're going to kick some bottom with the vertical. Right. So Tuvas, you just far away. Basically, we've got full water with water cells up. We're under 23,000 pounds. We're ready to kick some backside, basically. So, what should we be looking for?
Right, so for vertical takeoff, the idea is that you can take off from whatever position you want, provided you are light enough. So the first thing you want to make sure is you're under 23,000 pounds, like you said.
Roger.
With a clean loadout, you can do that pretty easily. You want to make sure your nozzles are at 85 degrees.
Stand by. Roger.
And I know your flaps are already set, but they should be set in the short takeoff position.
Stand by, let me go and have a look. Yeah, they are, and should we have water turn to takeoff?
Correct. Water is in takeoff position.
Right, so we've done that. Now, so once we take off, how do we control the jet? Because our flight services won't do anything. How do we add control? How does this work?
Right, so if you were to look at the exterior of the plane, you'll see that there are little ports on the wingtips as well as on the tail. I think there's one on the nose, which diverts thrust out of those particular areas, which are known as your RCS, or reaction control surfaces. It basically acts as puffer jets to control your aircraft when there isn't enough wind flowing over the control surfaces of a standard plane.
Interesting.
Spaceships.
That's British engineering, boys. That's what that is. Okay, right, so, and that will be controlled by the normal stick, yeah? Control stick.
Correct. It'll behave just like it does in the air, except at a standstill.
Okay, well, what the hell are you doing, Crinkle? You crazy bastard.
Nothing.
You're going to blow us all up. Right, okay, Tuvas, what else should I do? Should I just apply power and see what happens, or...?
No, so let's go through the actual takeoff procedure. So yes, the basic idea is you apply power until you take off, but you also want to transition into forward flight. So in order to do that, as you apply power and start taking off, you'll want to slowly rotate your nozzles to the forward position.
Roger.
But you don't want to do it too fast because then you'll drop like a rock.
Yeah.
Your goal is to eventually get enough air passing over your wings so that standard flight takes over instead of just pure raw horsepower.
Right. Okay. At what altitude should I do that, or just whenever it feels right?
You can do it whenever it feels right. That's fine for this. And also, as you start going into your forward flight, so as you begin rotating your nozzles, you want your wheels to be up by then.
Those wheels want to be up before we start going to transition mode. Roger that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay, and that's basically it. One thing to keep in mind, I don't know if it's going to be model, but you want to go no more shallow on your nozzles, no more than 25 degrees. Because if your flaps are in the short takeoff position, so in 25 degrees, you will burn your flaps off.
Right.
So once you hit 25 degrees and you think you have enough airspeed, flip your flaps to the auto position, and then slowly push your nozzles to 0 degrees after that.
Okay, what's the procedure? And I think this is what's going to happen. As soon as I start rising, that it just rolls forward or pitches back hard. Do I just use the stick to compensate for that? And should I neutralize my trim now in any way?
Yeah, if you've set your trim at all before this, it's best to try to neutralize it as best you can.
How do we do that?
You have to kind of eyeball it. So if you look on your left, just below your landing gear lever, you're going to see 2 gauges. Those are your aileron and I think rudder trim.
Where's pitch? All I've adjusted is pitch.
Okay, that should be fine. So just compensate with your stick motion. It should be easily controllable.
Okay.
And then...
Yes?
Yeah, so then as you take off, you'll be controlling yourself with your pitch control. Then like I said, all you do is just slowly move your nozzles forward.
You've got your air brake out. Do I want my air brake out?
As you raise your landing gear, chances are your air brake will still be out, so make sure you put that into the retracted position as you start getting to forward flight.
Roger. Right, we ready to go, boys? Oh, you're already up in the air. Brilliant. Of course you are. Right, here goes Cap. Stand by. How hard can it be? Powering up.
Godspeed.
Gear's still out.
And water takeoff. Pitch forward. Nozzles slowly forward. Oh, full throttle, full throttle.
Yep, we're okay, guys. We're okay. We're okay.
Oh boy.
My goodness, it's not. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. A bit more power. Okay, nozzles coming forward. In all the excitement. Yeah, ever so slowly. There we go.
Landing gear up. Landing gear up.
Landing gear up.
Air brake retracted if you haven't already.
Roger.
And slowly continue pushing your nozzles forward. Keep an eye on your flight path marker. Make sure it is not going below the horizon.
Roger.
And pitch your nose up so that your witch's hat is at the 2 carats on your climb ladder slowly.
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're well below 100% throttle, so we're safe. We're at 100 knots.
Yep.
When should we start thinking about flaps? About 150 knots, I think?
Flaps, you should start thinking about when your nozzles eventually reach 25 degrees.
Roger.
When your nozzles reach 25, then engage them into auto position, and then push your nozzles all the way forward.
Okay, I'm now at 25. I'm about to take my flaps up. Flaps auto, and we're flying. We're flying.
Yep, just like that.
Simple as that, guys. Right, that was exciting. Okay, it wasn't the prettiest, but it was the trim problem. I knew that was going to be trimming. Right,
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go around for a final landing, and that's our takeoff and landing series done.
Are you VTOL it?
Sorry, what was that word you said?
VTOL.
Yeah, he's done a short takeoff, he's done a conventional takeoff, and now he's done a vertical takeoff. And every landing has been a short, essentially a short landing.
Right, so how do...
Do VTOL land.
Roger,
the
so...
sun up.
Right, so what's the difference between that and a normal landing then?
You're basically coming in vertical.
Yeah,
Right.
basically no airspeed, pretty much.
Right, put a summer trim out first before anything else happens, because I am trimmed the buggery. There we go.
And
right. Water
this
off.
is going to be very difficult.
It won't, Tubas, it won't. I'm a skilled man, I fly a Huey. Right, let's start to get a feel for how she's going to slow down. That's the first thing to do.
So the approach procedures are going to be all the same as before, except instead of leaving it at, for example, 50 degrees, you're going to be pushing it all the way back to about 85 degree nozzle.
85 degrees, so, yeah, I understand. Roger that. I'm getting used to the HUD now, so I'm starting to see things.
Land on the apron, it'll make it more interesting.
Oh, come on, let's get this first time. It'll be batshit crazy. The internet will go wild. It's just like a Huey old bean, Sherman. That's all it is.
You mean it only has one engine and therefore you hate it?
Yes. Just an engine doesn't, well, it does melt, but it's not as easy to melt.
Oh, by the way, Cap, if you want to reset your trim, go ahead and hit your AFC switch in the forward position.
Yes.
Let it auto trim itself, and then just turn it back off.
Understood. Yeah, because when I took off, I had that crazy amount of up trim on, and yeah, I did upset it a lot.
Essentially, the way I do it is every time I end up having to put more than a couple of degrees of stick in, I just hit AFC on and off. That'll trim it out, and you should be able to keep your stick pretty much centre the entire flight. Right,
I'm coming in, chaps. I'm coming in. I'm coming to be a bit more dangerous this time. So, coming in for a Stovall landing, or whatever it's called. So we've got the air brake coming down. Let's just let it do its thing.
All right, and just keep in mind, when you're going in for touchdown, you want your nose, the witch's hat, to be just above the -5 degree mark.
Above the -5 degree mark, so slightly down. Roger.
Another thing to bear in mind as well is if you look at the bottom of your Stovall HUD, you should see a C and 3 lines.
Yeah, I never understood what that is.
That is your horizontal speed. Because of the way the landing gear in the Harrier works, you've got 2 solid landing gears straight down the middle and then 2 weak little pylons. Come down with too much horizontal speed will break pylons and roll the aircraft.
Roger.
So you just, as you come in, keep that center as much as possible.
Okay, landing H2O. Flaps down position. We're slowing down nice. Whoa, overshot the runway and we're turning. Okay, here we go. Woo, 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 woo. Gear down.
Landing gear.
No, gear, hang on. I've got this wrong. Yep.
No, you're pretty much all set.
Done that right. Betty shouted at me for a minute. Right, now the trim problem starts, so I'm gonna... Let's max trim out. And down we come.
Longest final.
You're on the number.
Longest 100-knot final.
You guys, you try and... The problem with you lot is you rush everything. You've got to take your time over these things. Be a gentleman about things.
That's a first coming from you. I'll call it the Kettle Black right there.
It's about 4 or 5 miles up from the runway at 5,000 feet, travelling at 100 knots.
99 knots. Okay, fine, I'll speed up. God, what's the matter with you? Okay.
No, do it. Do it how you are.
And it gives us time to talk about old times, you know? So, right, I'm a witch.
You're in the war.
Damn right. Right, I'm at 50 degrees nozzle, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. No, that's not Fahrenheit. That's flaps.
That's flaps.
Roger. I'm at water J440. Everything is as good as it can be. I don't see how people crash these things. They're perfect. Actually, I better not say that, shouldn't say that.
No, keep that in.
Throttle's good. I'm feeling good about things.
Alright, so as you're approaching the runway, before you would wait until you're just above touching down. In this case, because you're doing a vertical landing, you want to be somewhere around 50 feet above the runway.
Roger.
And your goal is to maintain 50 feet and then eventually come to a standstill hovering.
Roger. I'm nearly here, guys.
Someone FQ cap and overplay chariot to fire.
Negative.
Now remember, as you start getting slower and slower, you're going to need more and more power.
Roger.
Oh, actually, Cap, remind me, what is your current fuel amount?
Fuel, I don't think I've got any way of telling you, have I?
So underneath your right, MFD, you'll see 4 sets of numbers. You want to tell me the top number.
3900.
Oh boy. Okay, so look, look to where you were turning on your fuel pumps.
Oh god. It's a really bad time to, that's but okay.
And then just below those is going to be your fuel dump switch.
Yep.
You'll have 2 of them. Flip both of those forward.
Roger. Dumping.
Ah, thank God.
You know, you would have crashed, and then we would have been so happy if you did tell me.
Yeah, I know, but I want Cap to be successful.
That's what everyone does. Fuel is going down. Right, I'm going to start to ease this descent out now. Ease it down.
And remember,
Ease it down.
No play on the stick. You want your nose to always be just above the -5 degree mark. There is no play with the stick other than to correct your position in a hover. Only use throttle.
But I'm just undoing all my trim that I did. Okay. My whole stick is shaking. I can't... How do I stop myself going forward so fast? I'm going to have to pull back on the stick, dude.
Nozzles.
You can change your nozzle position.
Understood. Putting nose back into position, changing nozzle position.
That said, so for landing, you want your nozzles to be at 85. If you need to slow down, increase it to like say 99 if you really need to slow down, but keep it at 85.
I'm sinking. Why am I sinking so much?
Power.
Okay, yeah, got it. She's okay.
There you go.
She's okay.
Alright, I think you're good enough to go ahead and try to go for a very soft landing at this point. It'll be kind of a short landing, but not quite vertical.
I feel nervous.
Good enough.
I'm 20 knots.
You've got this. Now at this point you could gently put your nose up if you want to slow down, but you mostly want to keep it at just above the -5 right before you touch down.
Roger. This is just a Huey. It's just a Huey. It's all it is, guys.
Look at that! He is in a hover. Go ahead and just slowly and...
Pew pew! Lasers in your faces! One at a time until they're all cooked. That is, chaps, a vertical landing for the first time in a Harrier. Pew pew pew! Right, we need to celebrate because I'm going to get in trouble if I go for longer. So let's get to the center of the runway and we're going to do sillies.
Oh boy, this is my time to shine. Alright, Cap, so I haven't told you this, but eventually one day I want you to be capable of doing this.
Yes.
You might want this on camera.
Right, camera is on, Tuvas. Alright, we're going to do sillies to celebrate because we've had a good day. Watching Tuvas. He's coming. Tender, you're right in my eye. He's doing the thing. Why didn't you come to the air show, for God's sake? Why didn't he just play in the air show?
Because he would have made us all look bad.
Look at him.
This is the official Harrier display thing as well. That's what they do.
Official Harrier display. He's pointing up at some godforsaken angle. And he's turning. He's cooking it off, guys. He's cooking it off. He's doing the swivel. Don't you crash it. Woo-wee. Ah, he's crashed it. Ah, how the hell?
Look at it this way, at least he's not flying a Yak 38 because he would have crashed by now.
Yeah, damn right. Very nice, Tuvas.
If you don't know, the Yak 38 is essentially a Soviet Harrier, but it didn't have the RCS jets.
Okay, guys, set your nozzles accordingly. We're going to go out in style. Cap is going that. Turn your water icing on.
Takeoff.
Water ice on, or whatever it's called. Okay. Where do you think you're going?
I can't stop this now.
Never behave. On 3, we're going to do our sillies. And I've got to go and set the camera up.
I actually took off backwards. Fuck yeah.
Right.
Well done.
I'm going to do this from outside. Okay, chaps. 1, 2, 3. Think of the Queen.
I've got to do the razzle.
Oh, damn, I'm sweet.
Oh my god.
Back flip! You failed, Tender! You failed! Woohoo!
I'm just driving really fast.
Cap's having aerodynamic problems.
We're going for the roll.
Very good. And that completes our takeoff series. I hope you enjoyed it because it was very good. See you later.